Hello, my name is Rahul, and today I will cover some of the key features and initial setup of the EnvisionTEC cDLM. After unpackaging your machine, be sure to place the cDLM on a sturdy surface free of vibrations or impacts in a room that is between 73 and 85 degrees, away from direct sunlight. There should be a minimum of 2 feet clearance on either side of the machine. There should be 1 foot clearance in the back of the machine to gain access to the power and Ethernet ports. The key components are the UV hood, which should remain closed as much as possible to prevent excessive exposure to sunlight. The touchscreen is used for basic functions of the machine, such as loading a job or homing the build platform. The power button is used to turn on the machine. This is the material tray. It is important to not touch the film at the bottom. Although it should last the lifetime of your machine, if it should be damaged, it can be replaced. To install the material tray, lift the hood, undo the right and left thumb screws, undo the clamps, and slide the tray in place. Close the clamps and tighten the right and left thumb screws. This is the build platform. This is where your parts will adhere after a job. To install the build platform, undo the thumb screw at the top, slide it in place, and tighten the thumb screw. This is the oxygen tank. It is the only component not supplied by EnvisionTEC and will need to be replaced as oxygen is consumed. Your first tank will be installed by your EnvisionTEC representative using the provided valves. This valve allows oxygen flow to your machine. It will be provided and set up during the installation of your first tank. Your EnvisionTEC representative will teach you how to change out your oxygen tanks so you can do so in the future.
You can purchase the tank at a nearby welding supply store.
For questions about availability of oxygen tanks, please contact EnvisionTEC. Be sure to use channel lock pliers to ensure that the nut is tight. This tube will be supplied with your machine and will go into the back. This is where your network cable will go to hardwire into your machine. This is a USB port should you choose to upload jobs through a flash drive. This is where the power cable will go. The oxygen supply goes in through here. This is the purge button, which will allow you to push oxygen into the machine when first connecting the tank. And here is the outlet valve from the oxygen system. The tube connects as follows. Simply push it in place until it won't come out. To remove the tube, press the orange tab down and pull out. With the oxygen connected, you may now plug in power. In case of emergency, simply unplug the power cable. To start oxygen flow, first open the main valve. Do so slowly, otherwise damage may occur. To begin flow of oxygen to your machine, open the valve by turning right. Only open to a maximum of 10 psi. Now you may power on the machine. To fill the system with oxygen, first hit connect. Then, on the back of the machine, press the purge button at 10-second intervals 3 times.
Once the system has been purged, do not remove the material tray or you will have to purge the system again.
The membrane should inflate and deflate as the button is pressed. With each bottle of resin, you will receive a material tag labeled with the type of resin you've purchased. Place the material tag into the card reader. The card reader reads the material tag and tells the machine how much material is left and what sort of material is in the tray. Pour resin such that the top of the fluid is in line with the metal. To connect directly to the machine, hardwire a Cat5 cable to the network port. To home the machine, press Move, then Home. It will ask you if you've cleaned the platform and the basement. If true, confirm, and the machine will begin moving down. To create jobs for the cDLM, we must first install the Perfactory software suite. Insert the flash drive that came with your machine into your PC. Then navigate into the Perfactory folder and copy the installer to your desktop. Run the executable file. Select your language, accept the agreement, and install the software. The build style provides information as to what material is being used with the machine. The build style can be found within the Perfactory folder, the build style folder, and should be copied locally on your machine. Typically, we copy it into C, program files, EnvisionTech GmbH, Perfactory software suite, Perfactory RP, and then we create a new folder called build style. Into this folder, copy your build style. To associate the build style with Perfactory RP, the software used to import models and turn them into jobs, we will open Perfactory RP and go to Tools, Build Style Administration, Build Job Perfactory, Administrate, then click Add, and navigate to where you saved the build style locally. Select the build style, click Open, click the checkbox, and hit Apply. Now we are ready to create a job. Navigate to your models by clicking File and Open. Select the models you wish to build, and they will automatically be added to the build platform. To quickly build models that have already been supported, you can simply click File and Build with Automatic Placement. By clicking Bounding Box, the software will automatically align parts based on their overall dimensions and set them even on the build platform. Create a new folder and give it a descriptive name based on the rings you are trying to print. And click OK. To connect to the machine, we can find the IP address by clicking Options, IP Settings, and clicking Get Selected Interface IP. In your browser, copy down this IP. Remember to include the slashes. For future ease of use, right-click the job folder and create a shortcut. Now you can take any jobs you make and simply drag and drop them into the Jobs folder. From your machine, you will be able to see that your job is available for selection. Note that you must expand the folder to select the actual job file. With your job loaded and your platform homed, you can now start your print. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact EnvisionTech. Thank you for watching.